honor to please felicitate our Dean Academics, S.K. Hassan. I would like to give a brief profile of our Professor Chandrasekhar V. Joshi, who is the Vice Chancellor of Arunodaya University. Dr. Chandrasekhar V. Joshi, who is affectionately called as Saraswati Putra by some industry superiors and academics. He is a retired senior professor and director.
Good morning to all my dear students, faculty colleagues, management representatives, and staff members from Arunodaya University. Now, for the first time in the last couple of years, we are organizing a national seminar about broadly the role of digitization in contemporary India. So I would like to congratulate all the staff members and students who are actively taking part in this seminar. I welcome participants from nearby institutes, faculty members, and the management of Arunodaya University who have actually actively supporting.
And I would also like to highlight about the various membership of our Professor Jayadeva Sahu. He was in the year 2016. He was the Executive Council member of RSU, Academic Council RSU member who was a member, and he was also a member in the National Focus Group on Teacher Education for review of curriculum with NCRT. And he was also a member in the Institute Advisory Board, NERIE, NCRT New Delhi, and he was also a member in the Executive Council, Academic Council Research Board, and University Court RSU. And he was also a chairman of the Faculty Board of Studies in Education and Languages and Research Board Committee. And there are many more, as I cannot highlight all these accomplishments. So his academic journey as a professor is remarkable and prominent. So we are very much fortunate to have you in our midst. So I request our keynote speaker, Professor Jayadeva Sahu, to please take his time.
They are known as J generation learners, J general learners. So that means they are from the very birth, they are digitalized. Okay, even if you might observe me that very small babies, they are also digitalized. Without a mobile, they are also not eating. So that's why this seminar is one very encouraging and kindly ones. So my objective of this thing is to examine the present condition of higher education, to establish the epidemiological and ontological disciplines, and to suggest specific giving health educational program and further light into meta paradigm for empowering youth with 21st century learning skills for cultural peace and sustainable future in this present era of digitalization. Because we all know विद्या ददाति विनयम विनयात यत्र पात्रकम पात्रवद धनम प्राप्नोति धनात् धर्म ततो सुखम. This is Sanskrit verse. The meaning is education makes man courteous and politeness. From courteousness one gets competence and ability because we can learn better. And from competency we can earn our money actually. And from the wealth or money, a person can perform his duties properly and can do the right things. And from the right actions, a person can live happily. Because the very purpose of our living, the very purpose of life is to live a peaceful, tension-free, healthy, happy and eternal life. This is the ultimate thing. For that, whatever we are doing, even if those are hardcore terrorists or maybe any criminal activities, they are also doing with this purpose only. But the way is different. For that, some are doing any additional activity, or some are being also the saints and other disciples, or we consider this is and only the spiritual life. So that's why we need the right type of education. Why? Because the digital era it is a boon as well as also a bane. So it depends upon how we are using it. So that's why. So my intention is to cover up little bit of all those things, review the components of 20th century learning, develop an understanding of the 21st century learning, recognize assessment as a key component of instructions in the 21st century, and develop an understanding of available resources. Also to understand digital human rights and ethical challenges posed by digital transformation. I have just told you just now. Because we are entering in everything E. But that E also creates a lot of problems for us. That's why cybercrime is increasing day by day. And particularly our young ones are being also involved in that and being a victim to that. So that's why we made quality education for all, which is directly linked to goal 3 and goal 6 of regular framework of action and other millennium declaration defined on 18th century 2000 by General Assembly of the United Nations, as well as also Sustainable Development Goal number 4. So that's why we need the quality education. So in case of that quality education, then what is that quality education? So quality education is ultimately to cultural peace, and we are observing the present war situation. Any time there can be already chaos is there, and that can lead to any extent of the present situation. So ultimate goal of our all effort is to establish a culture of peace from the culture of war itself or violence itself. So UNESCO Medium Term Strategy 1996-2001 states that education is at the heart of any strategy for building a culture of peace. For information of all of you, 2000 was declared as International Year of Culture of Peace, as well as also followed by that 10 years International Decade of Culture of Peace. So that's why UNESCO Medium Term Strategy, they told that education is at the heart of any strategy. Because any activity we are doing, that maybe to check the cyber crime or to check the digitalization or to promote the digitalization or sustainable development, whatever the goal we have to achieve. So education is at the heart of everything. Without education, we cannot achieve any goal. And particularly now we have already completed last year G20 summit in India, and throughout the world that is going on, and we are targeting to achieve the sustainable development goals, all the 17 goals. But all those goals are depends upon to achieve those goals depends on the education. So that's why Professor A.G. Wells, he has told human history becomes more and more a race between education and a catastrophe. Whole human history is becoming more and more a race between education and a catastrophe. We can have the quality education, then otherwise we can face the catastrophe. Then what to do? Approach is to be, if you feed a person a fish, you feed him per day. And if you teach a person to fish, you can feed him for a lifetime. It is not that we have to give the spoon feeding the individuals only, but we have to make them how they can live itself and they can live peacefully and happily. So that's why all of us will know that 17th century was described as the age of faith, and 18th century was described as the age of reasoning, and likewise 19th century was known as the age of progress, and 20th century was known as the age of stress. 20th century, and it is already over, and now we are the third decade of the 21st century. So who is the 21st century will be age of panic or age of peace. That depends upon all of us. So the challenge of the 21st century is challenge of a peaceful coexistence existence in a multicultural and multi-ethnic liberal society. This is the challenge. And digitalization will help for that process also. But again, that can be a boon for that process or can be a bane for that process also. So that's why, because the challenge of the 21st century is towards a peace paradigm, because lasting peace is a prerequisite for the exercise of all human rights and duties and sustainable development. It was told by the UNESCO Director Frederick Weber. So the war against nature by corporate power is dragging the world towards ecological holocaust and US West. The caption of a family cartoon, the world is neither flat nor round, it is grouped, aptly reflects the world scenario. So in that condition, revolution based on moral and spiritual values of Indian society, but that has not been implemented till now, and this government, by this new education policy 2020, we are trying to do certain things. So, National Policy of Education emphasizes revamping of curriculum, pedagogy, assessment, and student support, reaffirming the integrity of faculty and institutional leadership positions. And for your information, almost many of the central universities and central institutes and other institutes, they are continuously under this modern Malavya mission of teacher education. So faculty development programs are going on, and basically on the basis of Indian knowledge system. How to orient all the teachers of us on Indian knowledge system. Because it is not that Indian knowledge system was nothing, and only foreign systems were there. And for your information, even throughout the world, not only in India, in outside India also, Indians are dominating in majority of the establishments. That may be technology, that may be IT sector, many other things. So that's why our education system was better earlier, and knowledge system was also better. So that's why almost more than 1 hour of teacher education under that scheme, faculty development programs are going on. So establishment of a national research foundation, academic and administrative autonomy to higher education institutions, light but tight regulation. Light but tight. That means our curriculum notes should be light. Students should feel light and teachers should feel light. But with this sincerity, with honesty, proper discipline, that is with tight discipline also. So that's the increased access, equity and equity. So that is the emphasis of. Then we have to see. So under this condition, let us see that how has our world changed towards the digitalization. So every aspect of our life has been changed. Entertainment, communication, okay, because during our young age, nothing was there except radio. And that radio was also available with the rich people only, rich families, not to common people. Even when I joined the university, at that time also I thought that after joining the university, I shall purchase a tape recorder. So 30 years back, when in 92 I joined, the class I purchased a tape recorder. So the point is that was the same thing. So but now, it has totally changed. So that's why entertainment, then communications, likewise, every job, everything has been now digitalized, e-commerce, everything e. Okay. Even education is also e-education. So that's why, but under this process, International Commission on Education, they have forecasted also earlier that there will be challenges and there are challenges we have to face in this 21st century within all this. So they told that there are 4 pillars of education. One is learning to know, learning to do, learning to be, and learning to live together. Okay. But unfortunately, though these are core pillars of education, unfortunately, we are covering to certain extent, learning to know, only knowledge aspect. To certain extent, 2 years or not a reality also. If I shall ask you, who is the inventor of aeroplane? Who is the inventor of aeroplane? Wright brothers. This is not fault with you, okay? Because we have been taught accordingly and we know that one. So that fault doesn't lie with you. This is the wrong answer. In reality, this is the wrong answer. Not Wright brothers. Modern aeroplane was invented by our Indian people, Indian person. Wright brothers seeded and stolen the technology and they created on their name. You can see the things. And if you are also Maharashtrian, he invented and also he tested it in Bombay High in presence of various dignitaries. Okay, but he was a common man and the Wright brothers actually they attacked in the long back 1900 Wright brothers perhaps 1911 or something like that they marketed it. But before that, I think 1994 or something, that Maharashtrian person, he created it. Some guy or something like that, I can't like that name. You can search and you can find it also. So the point is that, what doesn't lie with you, because I was also studying that thing, you have also studied that thing, that we know. Likewise, with many wrong things, wrong information we have been provided. So that's why, even if knowledge levels, we have certain right information and also certain wrong information. Likewise, learning to do to certain extent. There was another Indian report that more than 50% of our graduates, more than 50% of our graduates, and even if technical graduates, are unemployable. Are unemployable. Employment is there, but they are not fit for that. Even with technical graduates. So that is our present education system till now. So now we are trying to do it to certain extent. So learning to know, learning to do. To certain extent we are providing. But another two major aspects that is totally neglected. One is learning to live together and learning to be. First one is learning to be who am I, particularly your identity, self-identity, self-concept. So without that proper knowledge, we cannot have the proper understanding among ourselves and there cannot be possibility of learning to live together. And unless until we have the ability to live together, then we have to face the catastrophe. So that's why so UNESCO has recommended requirement of the work added a few more to this list as number one is time management, ability to work under pressure, accuracy and attention in details, ability to work under pressure. Nowadays, that's why there is another quotient that is known as adversity quotient. Earlier we are going at intelligence quotient, emotional quotient, emotional intelligence, emotional quotient, physical quotient, physical health. Okay, but at present it is being emphasized adversity quotient because adverse situations will be there in the life, and we have to face all those hardiness and adverse situations. So that's why accuracy and ability to work under pressure, accuracy and attention in detail, then overall communication skills and managing different tasks at the same time. And of course, UNESCO has added also flexibility, innovativeness, creativity, entrepreneurship, versatility, teamwork in digitalization era. Because this is the digitalization era, unless until we have this quality, flexibility, innovativeness, creativity, versatility, entrepreneurship, and teamwork. Unless until there is teamwork, we cannot succeed in this present era of digitalization. That's why even if you will go to the education field in our India also. Forget about Western countries, they are already developed ones. And now our target is we have to be developed ones by 2047. Okay, Vikas Bharat. That is the target. Within 100 years, that means 100 years of independence. आधा देश है विकसित भारत, आधा का स्वर्णिम that means अमृत महोत्सव से विकसित भारत क्या हो. So we are traveling towards that. Even the government of India has already included or launched PM E-Vidya, Prime Minister E-Vidya. Again, that is digitalization. That has already been launched during this period, which provides all methods related to digital, online or on-air education on a single platform, that is E-Vidya. To enable multimodal access to education. This includes Diksha, there is another portal is there. Likewise, Swayamprabha, QR coded energized textbooks, DTS channel, Swayam portal for MOOCs. Okay, even e-parcels, e-contents for blended learning and extensive use of radio, community radio, podcast and special e-content for visually and hearing impaired also. Developed on a digitally accessible information system, that is DIC, and it also sign language. That is for all kinds of individuals, all categories of individuals, even differently able persons, what we commonly say that disabled persons, for them also e-content is being prepared and they have to work on e-education. So that's why Government of India has already launched. Of course, not only Government of India, even Western countries they are doing and many other countries are doing, but still then, we Indian people have advanced in that way in a very much, particularly after this Corona period. So that's why this has included also both things, Swayam online courses, UGPG MOOCs, EPG Parsala, Swayam Prabha, CCUD, CUD, National Digital Library is also there, Shoganga is also there, East Coast Security is also there, Visual is also there, Global GPA repository. So that is also there. So that's a various, in field of education, various things are already there. Because if we are to be developed Bharat, because in Bharat, then we have to be technologically efficient ones. That's why we are to be digitalized. Of course, it is good for us, and it is a proud thing for us that India is the highest, or we can say the largest e-commerce country. You can say that is what we call this e-payment, digital payment, digital payment. That's why Americans also appreciate it. Because in America, also what is not possible, having large number of population here, that is the largest population, 140 crore people, but still then, even if a small, that we say, Alawala, he is also using Google Pay or particular different channels. So that means that has been successful due to the initiative of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi after he came to the power. So that's why all those things we have to be, that's unified payment systems, then Jan Dhan, Aadhaar, mobile, all these schemes have been introduced in case of economic field also. How that common people can be digitalized, though initially it was said that no, it is not possible. Though people are blaming Ambani, Adani name, but still then, due to that Ambani, due to that Adani also now we are also using all those digital platforms with a very cheaper rates also. So that's why. So today the education system has changed a lot. That technology has become an important part of the system because before this Corona period, even if young students, the children were not allowed to use the mobile. But nowadays, that has been part and parcel of the system also. But with that, there is that means cyber crime is there, and also young children are being victimized by that. Not only young children also. Even if cyber crime is being very active to elder persons, even if the pensioners. Recently, there are so many cases in Delhi particularly Delhi area also. So that's why here the teachers can play an important role by teaching students and making them aware of cyber security issues at a time. Because today the system has changed, a lot of issues in technology and become an important part of the system and it needs to be improved. But teachers' role is there. How to use and how to be that is safe by the cyber crimes. Students also needs to be tutored to overcome cyber crimes and the related problems because this has to study and this report is there. Even since that study was given by Islam in 2012. At that time India was not so digitalized, but still then cyber crime was started. And now already we are digitalized largely. Legitimate awareness of the youth about cyber crimes as well as the laws related to the same can only be established through the proper coordination between parents and teachers. Parents have to guide as well as teachers to guide. So they can properly guide the youth and teenagers on safety related issues to constitute a decent awareness system, cyber crime awareness and a prevention process must be an elemental part of training also. So that are because at that time our India was not digitalized. So those reports are there. So my point is, so today internet has been used so for common people using social sites for entertainment purposes or for getting knowledge is now a part of their day-to-day life, but for the same, some malicious people victimizing such people in their duty also. Most of the youth, even if it is vertical, they are just calling, they will call you over phone, with their phone, and if you just talk, then they can take your finish your account. If there is no need of giving your also password, code, whatever, so those things are also doesn't needed. So that's why you have to be very much cautious about. And most of the youth use some social sites and other chatting apps also, they get involved in a risky communication and the process. So that's why young ones should be educated about these cyber crime problems. Because we are now working for Digital Bharat, today as we step into a new phase in our life, we are at the cusp of immense possibilities and opportunities. The nation is witnessing a new sense of dynamism and awakening, and for that, we need also the challenge of far-reaching economic impact. Cost of living crisis caused by persistent and burdening inflation pressures, especially of food and energy, looming slowdown in several large economies, shift in global supply chain. Okay, and after that, Ukraine and Russia was started. That was and rising economic nationalism and social polarization. All these are eroding trust and cooperation among countries and within society. These challenges require bold and innovative actions that can foster inclusive and sustainable growth while also addressing the root causes of inequality and instability. A new world order is likely to emerge, and we young generations, particularly you young generations, are the drivers of that vehicle. So that's why vision of 47 is not vision of 47. That is that it will not only adopt and implement technology, it will be a thought leader in science and technology also. It will be Atmanirbhar in all sectors. Women will be leading India's development story. The economy will be even more inclusive and innovative. Corruption, place in your national life. One capital known as Viksit Bharat, what Gandhi proposed, Gandhi dream to have the Ram Rajya. So that Ram Rajya we have to achieve. So that's why there are so many things are there, but I am keeping many things. Prepared for the 20th century, that was there, but prepared for the 21st century skills there will be 4 subjects, then learning and thinking skills, then 21st century content, life skills are necessary for that. And most importantly, ICT literacy will be there. So 21st century assessment will be based on all these components, even in higher education as well as also school education. So that's why 4 subjects are there, or I'm just skipping other things. So 21st century content should be global awareness, financial, economic and business awareness, civil literacy, health and wellness awareness. Likewise, relevant context that should be vital, practical, emotional, social connections to skill and contents, bringing the world into the classroom, taking students out into the world, creating the opportunity for students to interact with each other and adults in authentic learning situations. Because even in home also, all are on their own mobile. No interaction is there with among the parents, even among husband and wife, even among the siblings also. So that's why that is a problem now. So for learning skills, we need information and communication skills, particularly information and media literacy, visual literacy, and communication skills also. Then learning skills depends upon the thinking and reasoning skills, critical thinking, systems thinking, problem solving, and creating, innovating. Okay, so that's why life skills include interpersonal self-directional skills, particularly interpersonal and collaborative skills, self-direction, accountability and adaptability, social responsibility, and ethical behavior. Due to lack of ethical behavior, we face our problem in APPC. Yes, in our particularly, and now we also that particular college entrance paper leaders scam. So that's why that is happening. Due to it is not that they are starving, that's why they are doing additional activity. So that's why I can skip. So 21st century practice should be teachers' role, students' role should be there. Skills and attributes of students, learners are to be there. Then effective oral and written communication, collaboration across networks, critical thinking and problem solving, initiative, entrepreneurship, criticism, agility and adaptability ability. Particularly, say, advanced question we have developed, then curiosity and imagination, hope and optimism, grit, here to say, then the resilience power, self-regulation, far-sightedness, vision, then the empathy and global literacy. All these skills we have developed along with the digitalization. Unless only these skills are developed along with the digitalization, then digitalization will not be a boon, but it will result in them. So similar things are there also. Really important characteristics of 21st century learners, particularly, and we are the educators. We have to be concerned about that. And skipping those things. Then 7 C's of effective teaching. How we can go for. Okay, so that is challenging students to work hard and think hard. That is pressing for effort and rigor, not pressurizing, but with balance. Then controlling behavior like promoting cooperation and peer support, caring about students that is nurturing productive relationships, captivating students, making learning interesting and relevant. That is dependent upon us. Then likewise, conferring, that means eliciting students' feedback and respecting their ideas also. It is not that we know everything. Because students may be knowing more than us also. Because they are also different. That's why consolidating, that is connecting and integrating ideas to support learning. Likewise, clarifying ideas and lessons, making success simplicity. So that's why these skills, 7 C's of effective teaching, we have to adopt. Because You look around the things and you things are different now. That's why you must adapt and change. We have to adapt it and change. That's why Henry Ford said, if you think you can or if you think you cannot, you are right. Okay. If you can think we can do it. If we think that we cannot do it. Okay. So that's why challenge you to institute 21st century learning skills for education in your state, education and schools and colleges and universities. We can make a difference for students also. That's why APJ Abdul Kalam has told, I am born with potential. These are the affirmations we have to take for us. So that I am born with potential, I am born with potential and trust. I am born with ideas and dreams. I am born with greatness. It is not that मेरे को कुछ आता ही नहीं है, मैं तो कुछ बन नहीं सकता हूँ, मैं डिजिटल हो नहीं सकता हूँ. You can think of you are the young ones. And in our time there was nothing. Even though I have not gone to any computer institute to learn the things. Okay, but I can manage the things and do the things. So that depends upon the one's interest. I am born with confidence, I am born with wings. I am not made for crawling. I am not made for crawling. So I have wings, I will fly, fly and fly. Okay, so these words, many things are there, but the time is constant, so that's why these words I am concluding my deliberation. Thank you all the organizers and also you participants to give me opportunity and listen with the patience. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Professor Jayadavan sir, for your comprehensive deliberation and presentation of diverse aspects of education and its importance in this life for your presentation and deliberation has truly reflected your experience, knowledge and expertise in your domain. Thank you so much for beautifully exhorting us to uphold the culture of peace through education. Thank you for throwing important lights on the negative and positive implications of digitalization. Thank you for reminding us to be cautious and conscious in this digitalized world. Thank you so much once again for emphasizing on Western Education Policy 2020 and reminding all the teachers their roles and duties. Thank you so much once again for reminding us to inculcate the value of education and the requirements of a teacher in 21st century. Once again, I express my deep sense of gratitude for making your valuable time for us. Thank you, sir. Now, moving ahead, we will have board of thanks by Mr. Vijay Das, who is the organizer of the Inter-Disciplinary National Seminar. Please take your time, sir.
Good morning everyone. Myself Vijay Das, Assistant Professor, Department of Management, Arunodaya University. So on behalf of the organizing committee, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for being here today. So a special thanks to our esteemed guest, Professor Jayadeva Sahu, Department of Education, Rajiv Gandhi University, and Professor C.G. Joshi sir, for their inspiring presence and for lighting the lamp symbolizing the illumination of knowledge that we seek to gain today. I would like to also like to thank our organizer, volunteer and all those who have worked tirelessly behind possible. Your dedication is truly appreciable. As we now move forward to the technical session, I hope we will gain valuable insights and engage in fruitful discussions. Once again, thank you all for your participation and enthusiasm. Let's make this a great session. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Vijay Gasta, for proposing the board of thanks. Now we will be having a quick tea break, and after the tea break, we will be starting our technical session 1. So we will be all heading towards a tea break now. Thank you so much, everyone, once again, for being here with us. Thank you.
Come to this side.